The Grassley bill is the one that is the closest to what it takes to fix our immigration problem. Listen, it's the one that is the closest to what President Donald Trump is proposing, and is the one that makes more sense. It has 4 sections, what they call it pillars. Number 1, secure our borders. Who can fight the fact that we need to secure our borders? That's what President Trump wants. That's how he ran. That's one of his agenda items, and it is the most sense to do at this point. The second one is to end change migration. Listen, change migration means that when you apply for one person, then that person can apply for their relatives. And some people say, oh no, you cannot get your cousins and then other relatives, your aunts, you can get them. Yes, there is a way of doing it. For example, if I petition for my mother then would petition for her sister, then indirectly I brought my cousins into the United States, because my aunt is gonna bring her children. Her children will become adults. They will get married and they will bring their wives, and then their wives will become citizens and petition for their mothers. You see how the whole change started? So don't tell me that that's not possible, because I work with immigration, so I can more or less have a better understanding than anybody else. Third pillar, visa lottery. What in the name of God is the benefit of you or me as an American citizen to bring people from Timbuktu to come here, and those people didn't even know they want to come here? But now they say, well, let's play a number, and we play the lottery, and we got the lottery, but they have no intention to come here. Now they're going to come here. You know why? Because, it's there. Why not? There is no spirit involved. There is no desire to adopt that country, because it was just a luck of the draw. That's the people we want in this country. I have had clients who became residents because of the visa lottery, and they were in my office trying to see how can they become a citizen but without living here. What does that tell you? So if you're gonna find out about stories, I know a lot of them. That's one of them. So how about the DACA situation? Listen, President Donald Trump is the only one that truly is gonna do something, and mind you, he didn't get in promising you anything, and yet he's the one who's putting you on a path of citizenship. He's the one putting you in the path of citizenship. Just think about it. And that's the one that you're going to be fighting. He's going to give status to 1.8 million people. 1.8 to the children. That's what we're calling them, children, right? Even though they are already adults, and some of them with families already. But now, let me tell you something. There is no consequence positive to the country to give to the parents any other status. The parents will be part of some other basket in which later on they're going to decide if they're going to be an immigration reform to cover them. Right now we're talking about the DACA recipients. The parents are not part of this, and I tell you why. And before I tell you why, let me tell you something. People are saying that it's not fair that the DACA recipients are going to be separated from their parents. It's wrong. The DACA recipients by now, they don't need their parents no more. They are already grown. One. Second, it's not a matter of saying that the president is separating families. I tell you why. When a child comes to the United States on a company, cross the border, there already Congress has laws into effect that prohibits that child from petitioning for those parents who abandon them. You understand that? When one person who is a child under 16 enters the United States through the border with no adult supervision, we're not talking about a coyote, with nobody, no parents, nothing, that child is considered an abandoned child. And if it's considered abandoned, it's because the parents decided to throw them out to his own destiny. Congress will not give benefits to the parents of a child who was abandoned. That child may very well file for an application to become dependent of the state. That's what is called a dependency petition. Once the dependency petition is approved, then with that document, they can go ahead and file for the adjustment of status application, which in turn will give them a green card when they are already of age, and 5 years after becoming a resident, sometimes even before, they will be able to apply for citizenship. Now in turn, they cannot use that benefit to petition neither for the parents or siblings that were left behind. Why? Because once somebody is abandoned, is total disaster. There is the connection between the child and that biological family disappears. So there's no benefit that can be conferred to that family. So just keep that in mind. If there is a question that misinformation, misunderstanding, please call somebody who have a little bit of knowledge.